Peace and blessings. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday inside of Alchemy. I'm going to be doing a message from the Archangels. I'm going to combine bibliomancy with my angel tarot cards to choose our Archangel and then a message from them. So this will be a message for the group as far as guidance on our journey forward. Chamuel is the Archangel that is going to be guiding us today. Their name is He Who Sees God. And this archangel helps us find things. It can help us find our life's purpose. Chamuel is known as the finding angel. So I wonder what it is that we need to find. So if you are seeking a soulmate, a better job, Chamuel can use his celestial vision to help. And let's see what guidance Archangel Chamuel has for us today or this week. I keep thinking back to purpose. I feel like this is more correlated with life purpose than anything else. All right, one more card, please. On the bottom of the deck is the Dreamer, which is known as the Fool card in a typical tarot deck. So this is all about a journey, setting a new course. It's new beginnings. And it's about unexpected opportunities and following your dreams. So I feel like that tracks as far as life purpose and moving forward our pathway in life. So the first card that jumped out was Unity, which is typically the Hierophant. This is all about your belief systems, organizations that you're a part of, traditions, um, or methods, like the way of doing things. I like to think of it also as our default operating settings. These could be the things that you grew up believing. And it also could be the beliefs that you have instilled in yourself now as an adult. This could be your spiritual organizations, fraternities, any type of system. Um, And so for some of us, what I feel like this could be is that one, we need to examine our internal settings. Are they still set to default when they were programmed for you? Are you operating on autopilot, or are you comfortable resting in what you know to be true, your spiritual beliefs and practices? And are you in spaces, organizations, institutions that are supportive of you? Are you tied in or connected to supportive community? For some of us, it's a need also to like find our spiritual path, to deepen our spiritual practices, and if necessary, to find a mentor or a guide that can support you, or at least a group of friends. Another thing that's coming up, the second card that came out was the Two of Fire, and this is really confirmation that you are standing on your own too, that it is time for you to move forward, following your passion, following your dreams. And you have protection here. There's a dragon in the card. I love dragons. They're very sacred and special to me. And to me, they symbolize passion, they symbolize protection, also intelligence. And there was something else that was coming up, but it escaped me. So whatever it is that you believe or desire to do, it's time for you to let that be what drives you forward. You don't have to hide. And there's something about the Unity card where I was thinking about the Hermit. You don't need to hide who you are or who you are becoming. It's important with the Queen of Air, which is our final card, that you be your own individual, that you are allowing the vision that you have for yourself and for your life to be what manifests for you. So this means that you need to be very clear in the things that you decide, the things that you want to do. You need to be decisive. When you're making decisions, they need to be based on your beliefs, on your values, on your morals. You shouldn't feel like you're forced to have to do something because that's the way that it was done, or like shrinking down. You're in a space where things may be stripped away, or you're just deciding, okay, these things no longer fit in my life. So you're clearing the pathway to live a more authentic and aligned life. And you're allowing yourself to enjoy the process. You're allowing yourself to enjoy the process. If it becomes heavy or burden, you need to ask for help. Don't allow things, life, situations, or circumstances. I feel like I need to pull a card from the dragons because I see another dragon here. Um, as you are learning and growing in your personal life, remember to have fun. It doesn't have to be so strict. You still need to smile and enjoy yourself. So, even if you're meditating, light incense that you like or that smells good. Um, if you go for a walk or dance, add a dance, body movement, something fun, coloring. Um, when you're communicating with the divine or you're praying or speaking with your ancestors, it don't have to be serious all the time. Um, it's important that you're injecting fun back into your life because as a child, when we go back um to 5, the unity card, fun was our way of life. Like, we were very creative thinkers. When we had a problem, typically as children, we figured out a way to work around it or overcome it. So yeah, like, don't try to do everything by yourself. If there's something that you cannot do or hold space for or figure out, allow yourself to be supported. It feels like you're going to start out like on this path. Like, yes, I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I know what it is, how I need to move forward. But at some point, I think you start overthinking things and it takes the fun out of it. You start overthinking the most simplest of things and you may get overwhelmed in the process. Um, don't do that. Make sure, again, that you are standing on your own 2 feet, that you are defending what it is that you believe, because that is where ultimate fulfillment is going to come from, where that inner peace and that joy and that aligned living. And again, it doesn't mean that you have to like get on social media and fight with people who believe different from you. It's just when you are moving about in life, when you make decisions, they need to be rooted in what it is that you truly believe. And you need to make decisions that are in alignment for you, not what other people want or expect you to do. I thought I had a dragon deck with me, but I don't believe I do after looking through the decks I have on hand. My decks are still in storage, and that makes me very, very sad. But I do have a deck by Diana Cooper, who typically is I know her for her work with dragons and dragon decks. I'm gonna pull a closing message from the Golden Future um, to be our message from the dragons because they have shown up in 4 of these cards in my angel deck. So let's see what the dragons have to say, and then I will close out, get this edited and uploaded so that you can benefit from this read. Okay, this card. Education, expand your right brain creativity and work satisfaction. So with right brain, like I said, it is resetting your internal settings so that you're not operating on default. There may be something that you need to learn more about, whether it's on your spiritual path, whether it is within relationships. And then with work satisfaction is to seek that which fulfills your soul. So again, and it shows this beautiful person that's painting. This is really about, again, finding your passion, doing things that bring fun, creativity back into your life. Play is sacred. So be sure to incorporate that in your journey. And again, with education, this isn't all about like, personal development. There's music, um, there is like science, there's crystals on this card. There's so many different things. And maybe it's just reading more or playing, but putting together puzzles, things that really stretch your brain. I feel like there also may be a need to um shift away from so much like social media or like consuming media, especially media that's not necessarily the most uplifting. So if you are, struggling when it comes to love and relationships and you're continuing to engage with or you're coming across social media that's always divisive or sharing stories about heartbreak, you may want to, really curate your feed so that it is showing you more successful outcomes when it comes to love and relationships. And that same advice can apply to anything. If you are seeing a lot of violence or a lot of stressful news, curate your feed so that it is in alignment and supportive of the life that you desire to live, which I call your abundantly ever after. Thank you for tuning in to Tarot Tuesday, even though this is a day late. I hope that this has served you well, and I will see you next time. Peace.